Wow. Well, stay with us because it is heat number 4 now unfolding. Remember, winners of this heat go straight through to the quarterfinals. Seconds and thirds will do the fight-off in the elimination round 4.
Oh, that's great stuff. Hey, this script, you talk about drama, you got action first. I'll get to it in a second.
Let's have a look. Sally Fitzgibbons will get out the gates and surf strategically to place an early score on the board here. Just gliding on that firewire surfboard, just surfing it to the pressure of the wave. Doesn't want to overpower it. We did see Van Dyke go down in the linkage to the inside. Little shore break section and a nice squared up re-entry. The classic maneuver on the inside for Sally Fitzgibbons will just set an early tone and a foundation for her to build on in this early part of heat number 4.
So the first 2 heats of round 3, you had Bianca Batendog finish 3rd, Lakey Peterson finish 2nd. As we watch the replay here of this last one of Tyler Wright, you know, big moves, that's what she needed to do, knew it was going to close out, went for it, and goes down. But what that does do for, as we watch again, this is a replay of the last wave. Yeah, Sally's last wave. It's going to be a pretty good score to start out this heat. But what it has done for round 4 has set up a matchup between Carissa Moore and Lakey Peterson.
Oh, Peter, you're looking down the draw.
I am. You know, and it's setting it up, you know, because that's going to be a crazy heat. I mean, there's someone there that has not ever finished out of the quarterfinals. Is Lakey Peterson. She has not lost.
Great wave as she links through to the inside on that last ride. And we're going to wait for a number to attach itself from the World Surf League judging panel. And we'll expect a score to dictate what the judges are looking for here. And flow all the way through there for a 5-point ride from Sally Fitzgibbons. So getting a good mid-range score to build a platform. It's an opener. It's a great start considering some of the numbers we've just seen in the previous heat.
Making its way in here, and it's going to get more challenging. So maybe I'll take that statement back, and maybe it'll be a little bit more difficult for the girls to get scores.
All right, well, with the wind line on the outside, it's still glassy inshore here, and Tyler Wright will just go.
Oh, she's on her board still.
She's doing one of those Kelly Slater numbers from trestles. It's not going to turn out as a score, but she did hold on, toes in the wax there for Tyler Wright. Wave number 2, it will be a throwaway score in the bigger picture of the heat. But right now it's not throwaway, it's a 1.3, and she's going to hold on to it for now.
Yeah, it's, you know, I would hope that with 23 minutes to go, we're not going to see that in her scoreline. But we have seen crazier things, so we'll keep an eye on that. But ultimately right now, Sally Fitzgibbons is holding down that #1 spot with the only real score of substance, the 5.0. Dimity, she just lost priority there, went down. She was in 2nd priority, went to 3rd.
Well, birthday girl Dimity Stoyle now up and riding. Now we've seen some crisp surfing from her, and wow, that's a big set of direction changes there. Keeps the surfboard flowing. Now, she would have just paid attention to Sally Fitzgibbons' link to the inside. She's not going to get the push through there. So the emphasis on the big single maneuver on the outside.
Again, you know, all these girls have figured that one out now, that if you're going to have that opportunity on the outside, you better make do with it. Now, what I liked about Dimity does on this maneuver is that she really lays into it. She doesn't get connected with the lip, but the fact that her board goes all the way around, see how the nose points back the other direction? That is commitment. That is really laying in and showing difficulty, and the judges will take note of that for another 1 maneuver wave. So the judges have been able to kind of decipher, you know, each and 1 maneuver waves, and have been able to give different scores, even though it's just like you're not counting maneuvers. It's actually quality of the maneuver, you know, and then how much speed they carry through that maneuver. I mean, here's an example. Dimity Stoyle scores coming in.
Well, this is going to be an interesting discussion on that comparison, because now you see the number checking in for Stoyle, a 5.43. She built that score in a completely different way to how Fitzgibbons built her 5.
Yeah, and every judge, pretty much, you look at the score line, you know, the judges...
Went a decimal above.
Yeah.
So great analysis here of our scoring scale. And Dimity Stoyle with that 5.43, a single ride now becomes the heat leader. But I'll tell you who will have nothing to do with that is Sally Fitzgibbons. Here she goes now, using this right-hander. Remember, the tide is filling in. Beautiful wrap there with the cutback. Now keeps the board speed moving. Rail to rail, surfing free. She read that section very well for a strong rebound punctuation on the cutback now. Little cross step, and she'll link through to the inside. Board speed is still going. Step float, and another check snap. So, good delivery by Sally Fitzgibbons, working like approach here. And she'll welcome that score to her top 2 wave total, because she will ditch a decimal. And she's built that this now second counting ride for herself in a very similar fashion to how she built that first one, Peter.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. I think I like this wave a little bit better than her 5.0, just because the wave face stayed open. She didn't have to chase a maneuver down. It just kind of was a nice flowing. So the part of the criteria she was ticking there, the element, was the flow. She kept good board speed though. She gets around the corner here. She was able to hit the lip when it was nice and vertical, but then here, just see how these flowy turns. She doesn't let that rail go where she double stage cutbacks. That generally it's when she lays that thing on rail, it stays all the way through the move here. These cutbacks aren't necessarily difficult, but there is flow to it. And then here, it gets over that little wedge section and gets up in the lip, drops it down. I don't think this is going to go into any excellent style range. Nothing above an 8, but I think it's going to be better than her first at that 5.0.
Just washing machine out there, and there's still a few sets out there that I haven't bailed yet though. Yesterday I had a couple bails, and I looked over at Joanne today, and then it's cleaner. It's a lot cleaner today, and there's more rideable ways, and hopefully they just keep going and it stays like this, because that wind is a little nasty, and but we're all in the same conditions, and loving Portugal.
Well, there you go. Congratulations on moving on through, and can't wait to see you in the quarters.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, Strada, well, while you were wrapping up that interview, Dimity Stoyle was laying down another track for wave number 2. She is on screen here, and we'll get that replay shortly, but I think she's done a fair job of answering in a well-balanced exchange between Sally Fitzgibbons and Dimity Stoyle here in this right-hander.
Well, Dimity getting some open face here, slashing it off the top, gets around this corner here, and the wave just disappears on her. And she had to do the cutback. She wasn't able to redirect off the foam. She just had to kind of keep weaving her board to keep that board going through those flatter sections. And again here, that's that little stuff of the rail. Took the momentum away, so really the meat of that score will come off that first turn. And we'll see, it will add to her score line, being that she only has one wave.
Right.
Ultimately, I think she's been sitting with that priority. I'm trying to scan the area in which she's sitting. She is... Gosh, where is she at? She's way up top, I guess. There's kind of a look at it where she's sitting. Well, once I think the coaching part's done, as far as like trying to steer, her up from. Wow, that was a nice turn there.
Well, Sally Fitzgibbons, in the meantime, has found her groove in this big lineup here in Ginshu, and she's going to keep the board moving through to the inside. She's looking now to better scores in the 5-point range already achieved on her 2 counting rides. This one, she's just working it through. This is the testimony to the tide coming in. Great punctuation on the inside maneuver there. Beautiful wrap on the backhand, just ramps it through. Nice delivery, and Fitzgibbons will now see and question the panel to this ride. Will it appear in her top 2? She needs to better a 5 to do that, Peter. In the meantime now, Tyler Wright. Wow. This is about the water moving in the lineup right here. For Tyler Wright to use priority,
you discuss options, you discuss places to sit, and ultimately make decisions on moving or any of that kind of stuff kind of on your own out in the water. This is the last wave here of Sally Fitzgibbons. And I love her flow. She really works hard on that. She's not doing, just in order to keep that board speed moving, she'll weave it back and forth. She's not hopping like that Huntington hop that we always talk about when we get at Huntington Beach. Similar type of conditions here where you have to get through the flat spot, and she does that with ease. This board seems to be flowing very well.
All right, so now inside the back third of this encounter, and Sally Fitzgibbons has clocked in a 6.33, and it's another throwaway for Tyler Wright. What is happening here? She is really trailing in this heat now. First priority does now belong with Dimity Stoyle, but Stoyle will need a 6.77. Already on our surfer in white's card is a 5.43, but a lowly 3-point ride makes up her 2-wave combination. Now, Tyler Wright, again, now we're seeing she's going into that plan B thing right there. It's almost as if we pressed a button there. She knows she's got the experience. Back third of the heat now, conditions of Praia de Ginshu, and Tyler Wright will be expecting a score to drop in. And let's have a look at this, Peter, because judges are now pinning this number.
Yeah, this is a pretty good wave here for Tyler Wright. I was able to watch it as we were at that break. The carving cutback here, but she stays with it, and this wave steepens up on the inside for her. You can see she just weaves it back and forth. Nice flow here. Doesn't, not scoring, but now finally gets to the inside. This wave steepens up, and she lays into this little final turn here, and it's going to be her best wave. as she finishes up, and now with 4 minutes to go, she is paddling back out and she receives a 6.0.
All right, a 6.0 means another delivery. She'll need another 6.21, still remaining in third. So we are getting reasonable levels of scores. And let's check in with Strider. He is with our commissioner. If the Ocean delivers, some more surfing in this final minute.
Here's Tyler making a move right now, right on your screen. So this is going to need something around a 6.77 to get through it.
All right, so big section approaching Tyler right on the backhand. Does this wave stand up enough? Right now, you'll see the wave is just suffering with the mid-tide. So through to the inside now, a combination of maneuvers for Tyler Wright. Just a little pocket now develops. Power for power. Here we go. Big two-stage floater for Tyler Wright. The question now is that enough to unlock the round 4 that faces the rest of our field?
Not going to happen. You know, she just didn't do enough on the outside. That wave didn't open up to give her that steep face to get that good stamp. The inside move was nice, but ultimately it's not going to be enough for her. She's going to have to go into round 4. So you've got some top seeds, some informed surfers moving into that round 4 action. And you'd have to say with the heat number 1 of round 4, Lakey Peterson and Carissa Moore. Oh goodness, this is again drama. Yeah.
But you know, somehow you'd think that she knows that she's got a round 4 coming her way.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look here at this wave. You know, she's on this wave. We'll get it here momentarily. There's the paddle into it. So this wave actually looked like it had some opportunity, but every time she was getting right to the lip, the steepness of the wave just disappears. So just right there, just not enough. You know, critical moves on the outside, and that's unfortunate there, because I just don't feel like the score is going to. There's official. She did not get the score.
All right, so that wave just teasing Tyler Wright, not enough to unlock the requirements to go from third to first, and Sally Fitzgibbons will take out this round 3 heat 4 win and move straight through to the quarterfinals.